Madhya Pradesh Essential Service Maintenance Act 1979. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of officials. It should not be referred as guideline of government. In case of any variance in this training material, the government guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. This is an act to provide for maintenance of essential services and to provide a penalty for disruption of such services in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Rule 1. Short title, extent and commencement. It is known as Madhya Pradesh Essential Service Maintenance Act 1979. It extends to the whole of Madhya Pradesh. It shall come into force from 17th April 1979. Rule 2. Applicability. Apply to scientific, technical, executive, operative and ministerial personnel connected with the essential service. Persons included are persons engaged on contract, persons not in full-time employment, persons paid out of contingencies, and persons employed in work child establishment. Rule 3. Definitions. Definition of essential services. Scientific, technical, executive, operative and ministerial personnel connections with electricity generation, transmission and distribution, public and state motor transport and workshops, public health engineering, municipal corporations, municipal councils, notified area committees and special area development authorities, public distribution system of fair price shops, procurement under public distribution system of food grains and other essential commodities, the Essential Commodities Act 1955. Distribution of milk, livestock and veterinary and animal husbandry and poultry services, plantation and conservation of forest and preservation, transportation, storage and distribution of forest produce. The Madhya Pradesh Secretariat Services governed by the Madhya Pradesh Secretariat Service Recruitment Rules 1976. The services of the Madhya Pradesh Vidhan Sabha Sachivalaya. The services under the heads of departments and their subordinate office. Board of Secondary Education Madhya Pradesh. All universities in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Professional Examination Board Madhya Pradesh. By the word conduct of examination, we mean invigilation and supervision, paper setting, paper moderation, paper valuation, any other activity required to be undertaken by the board or university in connection with the examination. Personnel entrusted with the work relating to the assessment and valuation of loss, cost and relief, rehabilitation and resettlement of persons affected due to earthquake or other natural calamity or any other calamity or crisis. Personnel appointed in connection with the administration of prisons in the state. Personnel appointed to public services and post in connection with the affairs of the state and engaged in election related work. Plantation and conservation of forest and preservation, transportation, storage and distribution of forest produce. Electricity generation, transmission and distribution. Public and state motor transport and workshop. Rule 4. Power to prohibit refusal to work. By general or special order, prohibit refusal to work in such essential service and from such date as may be specified in the order. Shall be in force for a period of 3 months. Can be extended but not more than 3 months at a time. Shall be published in such manner to bring it to the notice of all concerned. Rule 5. Prohibition of certain activities. No person connected with an essential service shall resort to a total or partial cessation of work by refusal or otherwise. Refuse to work beyond normal working hours where such work is necessary for the maintenance of essential service. cause deterioration, damage, or destruction to any installation, machinery, plant, vehicle, building, office record, or any other property, or attempt or abet of doing such an act, absent himself from duty without prior sanction of leave, resort to any activity such as pen down, telephone down, tool down, chakka jam, go slow, or any other activity by whatever name called, resulting in cessation or retardation of work or omission, resulting in disruption of normal working. Prevent or obstruct any person from attending or discharging his duties. Rule 6. Cognizance of suits. The Court of District Judge shall have jurisdiction to entertain any suit or proceeding regarding the validity of any order under this Act. Any court subordinate to Court of District Judge shall not have jurisdiction regarding the validity of this Act. The Court of District Judge shall not make ex parte order granting stay or injunction. Rule 7. Penalties. For violation of Section 5, except Sub-Rule 3, imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 500 rupees, or with both. For violation of Section 5(3), with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years, and with fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees. Rule 8. Penalty for incitement, inducement, or support. Whoever instigates, incites, or induces any person serving in connection with an essential service to resort to any activity prohibited under Section 5, expends or supplies any money or material to any person or body or person serving in connection with an essential service in furtherance or support of any activity prohibited under Section 5, shall be deemed to have contravened the provisions of that section and shall be liable to be proceeded against and punished accordingly. Rule 9. Cognizance of offences. Every offence under this Act shall be cognizable. What do we mean by cognizable offences? Cognizable offences are offences where a police officer can arrest without a warrant. In such cases, after arrest has been made, the accused will be produced before a magistrate and he may require the police officer to investigate the matter. After investigation, if the case is made out, that is, charge sheet filed during the pendency of trial, the magistrate can be moved before the concerned magistrate. Cognizable offences are both bailable and non-bailable. Rule 10. Trial of offences. Every offence punishable under this Act shall be tried by a judicial magistrate of the first class. The provisions of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, number 2 of 1974 shall apply to prevention, investigation, inquiry and trial of all offences under this Act. In this video, we have discussed about ESMA Act. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail as shown on the screen. For other videos on rules and regulations, you can visit the web address as shown on the screen. Thank you.